Welcome to the TED Ed Podcast, where we delve into the issues that shape our daily lives and drive our productivity. We confront topics that matter deeply to all of us, from healthcare and affirmative action to voting rights and monetary success and failure. We cover it all. And yes, we dive into the complex world of politics, exploring how our country has evolved from slavery to the 21st century. Our content is crafted with care and expertise, drawing from years of experience in these critical areas. We invite you to give the TED Ed podcast a listen. You won't be disappointed. Share your thoughts with friends and confidants, and don't forget to like, comment, and share our episodes. Your engagement helps us grow and reach more listeners. Are you passionate about these topics? Do you have unique insights to share? You could be one of our guest speakers. Drop us a line, send an email, or leave a comment. All requests will be considered. Join us on this journey of exploration and understanding. This is the TED Ed Podcast. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
I am done. I'm ready. Whenever you are, I'm ready, my brother. I am ready. We can get this thing on the road.
What's going on, Ed? What you got?
What's going on?
Yeah, what you got? What you got?
Man, all this stuff happening. I've been up here writing my stuff down, Ted. Every time we have our little thing, I be sitting down there writing my little stuff down and putting all them comments and stuff down on a piece of paper. And it dawned on me. I got this thing right here. This thing cost me $1,500. And I ain't using it. So I'm gonna start using it now. And I don't have to worry about doing anything. Just let everything pop up the way it's supposed to. Oh, I don't need that one. And I'm gonna keep on going and doing my thing. But anyway, man, they beating up on my boy Biden. They whooping him up good. They beating up on him real good. I don't know what to say. Don't know what to say. Now, I had all this stuff bookmarked and stuff here and everything. Now it all went away. But, oh man, something had happened. And I was looking at it. I had the thing bookmarked here and had it on the page, but I forgot I had took the thing off.
You know what the
Nancy Mace.
Okay.
A Republican U.S. House of Representatives. I don't know if you remember, but a couple of days ago, girlfriend gets on the news and tells some folks that somebody assaulted her out on the steps of the Capitol building.
Really?
Yeah. And everybody got all upset about it. Them Republicans was hollering, yeah, we're going to put them folks in jail. Well, today, they found out that she falsely accused this man of assaulting her. And they're trying to cover it up. It's all right. It's all right for her to falsely accuse somebody. But when she says somebody that got her, I don't know what to say, man. We got a mess hitting. We got a mess coming up.
It's only just beginning, bro.
It is only just beginning. And Poe Christopher Wray, I feel sorry for him because, like I said, Ted, that old boy, as an FBI director, man, was fair and honest, and he did a pretty good job. And for Trump to sit there and put somebody else in his job knowing that Trump put him in office in the first daggone place. This man still has some time left on his tenure there. But he
2
said,
more
I'm getting
years.
ready. He said, I'm getting out of here. I'm leaving. I'm getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to go. Before he gets here, I'm leaving. And these folks and stuff, Ted, I don't know. And I know how our audience and other people and stuff are sitting out here worried about what these fools are trying to do, because every time you turn around, they got some stuff that they sitting down there telling people that they're getting ready to do. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. But until they do it, we can't do nothing about it. Until they do it, we can't do anything about it. But they've been putting crap out there and all kind of crap, and these media folks just crying and they getting all upset about it.
What are subsidies? Mm-hmm.
So only thing I can tell our folks and stuff out there is that whatever these people say, don't believe them until it happens. They talking about Social Security. We're gonna cut Social Security, and they keep on saying it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Go ahead.
No, what you're saying is absolutely right. But we don't know what they're going to do. They've already doing some behind the scenes stuff already. And, trying to make inroads and talking to people, trying to convince them to think their way and what have you. But I don't know how these Democrats going to keep up, because, see, they do stuff so much behind closed doors. And they hush-hush about it. I mean, you remember when 45 was in office, you're supposed to have a daily chart of who's coming in and coming out of the White House and what was going on and what his schedule was. That wasn't done. That wasn't done. He didn't tell nobody nothing. He did what he wanted to do. So, but the thing I want to bring up real quick, and I'm going to have to invest in some of these newspapers, because I love my Financial Times, my Wall Street Journals, my Barron's. But here's the thing. They got an article here talking about inflation and interest rates tracker sees how your country compares. Now, inflation, according to yesterday, 2.7. So we're basically doing great. But I want to bring this up. There's also an article about our government is investing in these corporations. And it's a forgiving thing. It can be billions of dollars. And I guess what they're calling it is a subsidy. A subsidy is a transfer of resources from a government to an individual or business or institution to promote a public interest. That's what these farmers get. That's what these oil companies get. That's what these car builders get. That's what anybody that wants a subsidy, that money can be doled out any kind of way they want to. And that's what's going to happen, bro. And that's what's going to happen. And a lot of times you're not even going to know about it, because, a billion here and a billion there ain't nothing.
Nothing. Just a drop in a tub of water.
Yeah, it's just a drop in the bucket.
Drop in a tub of water.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you won't even see it. Boop.
Just like he just gave those farmers $12 billion. Boom. No big
Right.
deal.
Drop in the bucket.
And we don't even know how it was spread it out.
And I don't think anybody cares. As long as As long as Archer Daniels Midland and the rest of them big corporate folks and stuff out there who own a lot of them farms out there don't care, they okay.
Yeah,
Free money.
free money, bro.
Free money in their pocket. And they already making a profit, even though Russia didn't tried to squeeze them out, they still made a profit. They sold their grain to somebody else, put it on that the Chicago Mercantile Trade and send it to somebody else.
Well, rightfully so. I'm gonna say this: they don't know how deep it is. Some of these people, not all of them, some of them do know, but there were a lot of so-called black folks dogging America about distributing money.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them was, I want my money. They got a lousy $1,700. I said, man, these people, I said, are you ridiculous? Man, they're giving millions and billions away.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't even have to pay it back. And you squawking about $1,700 lousy dollars.
Right. The Catholic Church got what? About 5 or 6 billion.
Did I ever send you that list? It's on my drive of
Yeah.
all the churches that receive millions and millions of dollars. There's so many churches, man. You just scroll. Just a bunch of them received all kind of money.
Mm-hmm. They gave it to them. So I don't know. Like I just told you, Ted, before we got on the air, man, our people it's arguing over pennies, nickels, and dimes. It's almost like we back down there on the corner in the ghetto and sitting down there in the dirt shooting craps. And they playing with quarters, nickels, and dimes. And if you mess around there and get the wrong bet, you can get stabbed or shot over over over
Pennies,
a
nickels, and
$2
dimes.
bet.
Pennies,
and
nickels, and dimes.
and I'm laughing, folks, but I've seen it happen. This guy got stabbed over a $2 bet on a crap game in the dirt. Oh, and we still doing it. They got us down there, Ted, fighting over the table scraps. Matter of fact, some of that stuff ain't even table scraps. It's stuff that they done already thrown in the garbage. And we going into the garbage can and pulling it out. Oh,
Well, that's because that's a lack of want to be informed.
part of it.
Well, you can,
I think it's a little bit deeper. I think it's a little bit deeper than that, Ted. It's a little bit
well,
deeper.
give me what you're talking about.
It's a little bit deeper than that.
Because
It's what we value, what we put value on.
what
We
we
don't
put value on.
value. We don't value ourselves. We don't value what we're doing. We don't put a high enough value on it. And because we don't put a high enough value on it, we are satisfied.
Why do, that's another thing that I've always wondered, and I think we've touched on this, at least I have. Why are people so materialistic?
Because everybody around them are. Everybody wants to be better than the other person next door. If Joe Blow next door gets a TV set, the person next door see the TV set and say, "Man, how you get that?" "Oh man, I bought it from so and so and so and so down in the corner." "Oh, I'm gonna go." He gonna turn around, go down the corner, and say, "Hey man, I want a TV set too, the same price he got it." And another one gonna say, "I want a TV set," and we just go around and steal from each other
You know
TV
my
sets.
favorite group? You know my favorite group? The Temptations?
Mm-hmm.
They wrote out a song called Don't Let the Joneses Get You Down.
Don't let the Joneses get you down, but they do. The Joneses get them down every day. We don't have a value, Ted, on ourselves. There's no value there. If you don't value yourself, it's you just
And then it's not just about you. Because if you steadfast, and by the way, I broke a cardinal sin. Well, I wouldn't call it a sin, but I broke the rule. I had to go to Walmart.
you don't go to Walmart.
I stopped going to Walmart, but that's the whole thing that they want black folks to stop going to.
Hmm.
But I didn't want to pay $7 for no eggs
Okay.
or $8, whatever it is. So, I'm what I'm saying is material things. I would say creature comforts. You know, you can have a couch, but you can have a couch.
Hmm.
So, but a couch is a couch.
Hmm.
A TV is a TV. Now,
Hmm.
the creature comforts with the TV is you get all kind of mechanisms in there. You might have a what they call that starter thing or whatever they call that.
Yeah, they have a lift and stuff on it that moves the back of the chair down or move the chair up,
Yeah,
or the chair sometimes picks you up and everything, or the
yeah.
chair will
All
vibrate
kinds
for
of
you.
you got all kind of
Yeah,
gadgets with
yeah, they
couches,
got to have you sit
TV,
there in the chair and you'll be
creature comforts.
vibrating.
It's
Yeah,
all creature comforts.
yeah,
That's all it is.
yeah.
If I got a 1969 Volkswagen
Mm-hmm.
and somebody got a 2024
Mm-hmm.
whatever,
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? That
right.
Volkswagen's not going to be too comfortable, but you know what? It takes me from A to B,
Get you from A to B.
and that's all they're going to do, go to A to B. So that's my philosophy. Hey, I don't care about material things. Yeah, I like creature comforts. I like convenience. I like all of those things. But I can do it without it. I don't have to live with it because you know why, Ed?
I'm listening.
Never had it. When I was
Well,
coming up,
Ted,
we didn't have
you're the only
we didn't
person
have
I
no
know.
remote.
You're the only person I know that don't have a car. You don't care about no car. But I got a car and I'm paying dearly for
But
it.
wait a minute, Ed,
Yeah.
I had that car for 3 years. I barely had 11,000 miles on it.
That's because it was a leased vehicle. You couldn't put any miles on it.
What do you mean I couldn't?
Well, it's a leased vehicle. You can only put 12,000 miles a year on them
I had a total of 11,000 miles.
in 3 years.
3 years. In 3 years, bro. What is the purpose?
It's to get you around because you like staying at home and sitting up there watching the news and everything. Everybody don't sit there and
I'm
watch the
just
news,
saying.
kid.
What I'm saying is that is not. I can. You know what? If I lived in Chicago and if the transportation were the way it was when I was there, you can catch the L, you can catch the bus, you can call a cab, all that. I wouldn't need no car.
Right. And most people in Chicago do not have cars. Majority of them don't. They do. They catch the L and they catch the bus because the bus is coming all times of the day. They're coming up and down these main streets. And they got the L running straight down the Dan Ryan to get you right downtown.
Yep.
Faster sometimes than you can drive.
Oh, ain't no sometime.
Yeah,
It's all the time.
right. Faster than you can drive.
So I'm just saying, little bitty creature things are fine and they're wonderful. And if you need it, you should get it. It's just like your computer. Now, some computers, you got your A, your B, your C, your D. And then how much software you want in there, how much data you can save, and all of those things. You want cloud, you want this, you want that. Now that's a different story if you're using all of those mechanisms to, create a book or a business or things like that. But the bottom line is, it's still going to do the same thing. I can still text, I can still email, I can still write a letter, I can all that. So I'm just saying is that a lot of times these material things have mute into a vado, like the Joneses, hey, you ain't gonna cheat me, you ain't gonna do this, you ain't gonna do that. And they act like it's penny, nickels, and dimes. That's what they be arguing about. That's all it is. It's penny, nickels, and dimes. I got a $600 couch, and you got a $5,000 couch.
Mm-hmm.
But they say the same purpose.
Mm-hmm. Just sit on.
Yeah.
Sit down. But with the $5,000 couch, people come in there and then they start playing the Joneses again.
Because they're going to say,
I got,
look at this couch.
look at that couch. Oh, yeah, man, that thing cost me me and the old lady cost me $5,000, man. She went out and spent $5,000 on that daggone thing. I don't know why she spent all that money on that couch. But the other folks who walk in the door, they saying that, ooh, and me, I'm sitting there looking and my chest is all out because I got me a $5,000 couch. And somebody likes it. So I'm spending $5,000 to have somebody walk through my door and say, I like your couch. Is that worth $5,000?
Not to me. Not to
That's the
me.
value, but that's the value, Ted, that some people put on stuff. That's the value that I'm talking about. That's what they put on. That's the value. Just to have somebody come in there and say it's pretty. So you pay $5,000 for somebody to walk through that door and say, "Oh, that's pretty."
Well, I'm going to tell you a story. It's not a story, it's a report. 25,000 houses, roughly, been destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Roofing damage, flooding.
Mm-hmm.
You know where that furniture went? On the side of the road.
On the side of the road, and then eventually going to go into the dumpster,
Yeah.
or the landfill. So they have a big old tractor sitting out there, and they're gonna run right over the top of it, or burn it up, or whatever they do with garbage.
I have a friend called me 2 weeks ago. Whole house flooded. Beautiful furniture in there, in his
Mm-hmm.
house. Beautiful furniture.
Mm-hmm.
All of it's thrown away.
Mm-hmm.
Flooring gone. All the good flooring that he did. Spent
Mm-hmm.
time, had somebody put it in.
Mm-hmm.
Gone. So it's just material stuff, bro. That's all it is. You sit there and you spend all that money.
But Ted, there's also a backstory to all that. A backstory to all of that. And the backstory is that most of those people, homes were insured. And part of that insurance was to pay for their stuff when it was flooded.
If you got flood insurance, bro.
If you got flood insurance, correct.
And let me tell you,
But they also
75%
have
of the people in Florida don't have flood insurance.
they also have insurance, Ted. If you can convince the insurance company that your sewer backed up, and if the sewer backs up, they got to pay for it. They're not involved in your flood insurance. If you can convince the insurance company that it was a backup of the sewer that caused it instead of the flood that came outside.
Well, these developments don't have sewers, bro. Now, if you
They
live
have to
out in
have
the country,
they have to have sewers, Ted, because they can't they can't flush the toilet if they don't have a sewer.
yeah, but you don't have a sewer in your home.
You do. It's coming into your property. When you have a toilet, there's a sewer line that goes from your toilet into the main sewer
But
line.
that takes
And if
care of
that stuff
all of
back,
those neighborhoods.
But yes, if it backs up, if you can convince them that there was sewer in there and stuff, and
Well,
that is
that's what
what
they're
caused the
trying to do
damage,
now. They're trying to sue them because of that.
right? If you convince them, because most policies have that. But the other backstory that comes to that, Ted, is that because of what you guys had down there, they ripping us off. My homeowner's insurance done double.
Yeah,
Double.
yeah, that's exactly right.
As I'm paying for what happened in Florida, and I'm paying for what's going on in North Carolina
That's
and in
exactly right.
Louisiana and in Texas. They making us pay for that.
There you go.
I don't live there.
There you go.
I looked at my policy when it came here. I said, you got to be kidding me. But guess what? I can't find anybody else to insure me for less than that. Most of them higher. That's that ripple effect that I'm telling you about. It's kicking me in the behind. It's paying double on his insurance, on my property, on the house where I live at, everywhere. All of us are getting screwed over because of what happened down there in Florida. And the insurance companies in Florida said they ain't gonna pay these people. So they taking my money to pay pay off these people who got their places messed up, but they taking in the money, but they ain't gonna pay it out.
But wait a minute. You want to hear what they said they was going to do? They said they only going to pay half of the damage, regardless. You're not going to get full coverage. You're only going to get
You're
half.
not get the full bill. We can just give you half of what it is, and hope that
And wait a minute.
that
Wait a minute. You can't get no loans from SBA. These business people. These
uh-huh.
business people. Business went out. Hundreds,
Mhm.
thousands of businesses just gone. And they say SBA ain't got no money.
They don't. They broke.
FEMA said you're only getting half. So anyway, so like
But Ted, all that's what you just talking about, man, is true, and I know we are smiling and laughing about it and everything, but the people who it is affecting, man, it is creating an environment, man, where a lot of these folks and stuff, Ted, is throwing their hands up and giving up because they can't fight these big corporations, and that's what they're hoping, that if you can't fight them, that the ones who do fight them, they'll pay them, and the ones who don't have enough whatever wherewithal or can't find an attorney to file whatever they need to file, they done lost.
yeah,
And the insurance company is putting that money back in their pockets. And nobody is saying anything about it, governmental wise. And guess what's getting ready to happen? They getting
what?
ready to change over all these oversight folks and stuff and everything on the FCC, the FEC, all of them are going. Trump is appointing white men to take these women out. The women is black, whatever, Caucasian, that they don't care. They want a man in that job, and they putting men in those jobs to decide what the heck happened. I'm looking at all these people, man, that they are taking off of these positions out there. Strong women who were going out there and filing charges against these big corporations and stuff because they were overcharging the poor folks. They're taking them off these boards. They don't have any
They-
power.
They're taking them off the boards.
Yeah, the commissions.
Wow.
Yeah, the FEC, all of them. They pulling them off. There's a whole list of them that he put out there that he's getting ready. As soon as he takes office, he taking them off the board. Now, I'm asking myself and stuff, when Biden moved in, it took him, what, 5 or 6 months to even put one person on one of these boards? But he changing these daggone boards around like that, and nobody's saying nothing. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to sell these little people and stuff down the trade. They're going to sell them, give them away. Do what you want to do to them. It's fine with us. We ain't going to fight for him, the little man.
Well,
that's what they voted for, and nobody is realizing that.
well,
and
you know what Yellen said?
And Times just made that knucklehead person of the year.
Who?
Trump.
Really?
Yes, sir. The issues are coming out next month. He is on the issue as person of the year.
Well, he always wanted to be one.
He is person. He will be. They're gonna make him person of the year.
What are they trying to do? Placate this guy?
A criminal.
They placating this guy.
Yes, sir. I put a criminal up there as the Time Magazine person of the year. A criminal. Already been convicted. It ain't like they might do anything. He's been convicted.
And you know what these conservative radio stations are saying? All of them were trumped up charges.
He was convicted by his peers.
They were all trumped up charges.
His peers convicted him. And every time they bring that up, I'm going to look them dead in the face and say, his peers convicted him. If they were trumped up charges, why did 12 people of his own folks, peers, looked him in the face while he was sitting there in the stand, sitting there with his attorney, and turned around and convicted him?
You know what?
Telling me that his
right
peers, 12 citizens.
This is one of the best things that could ever happen to America.
Probably. And you're probably right. You are probably right. Best thing that ever happened to America. You're probably right.
Because Reagan couldn't do what he wanted to do because there was too many guardrails. Bush tried it. He couldn't do it. Nixon tried it. He couldn't do it. Now here's Trump. And now the thing is, you have what? Maybe 200 million, and I'm putting it in quotes, white folks. 200 million, maybe, if that. So until they start feeling it, really feeling it, because they got bailed out during the pandemic. They got bailed out during the real estate thing. And even when they got bailed, a lot of them got bailed out when the stock market lost a lot of money. They got bailed out on 9/11. They got bailed out. They keep getting bailed out. Now, what's going to happen now? Right now, we're 35 trillion in debt. 36 now almost.
So the bail money is running out. The bail money is running out.
So what's going to happen, bro?
Hey, man.
That's the question.
He's going to sit up there in that ivory tower and enjoy his freedom and try to rake in as much money as he can from everybody because he's selling everything. You better look out.
Well, he's selling crypto now.
He's selling everything. He's selling
crypto now.
Yes, sir. He's selling everything. He's selling everything. And he's making his friends rich. Richer. And he told them. And Ted, it wasn't a $250,000 party. It's $1 million party.
I haven't read that yet.
I saw it. I started to put it up here and everything, but I saw it yesterday. I saw it. $1 million, and not $250. $1 million.
Well, I know one thing. Zuckerberg.
You playing
$1 million.
You playing Trump cheap, man. $250,000. You playing him cheap, man. You can't play that boy cheap. He wants $1 million. He don't want 250.
He, hey, he want $1 billion. He want $1 billion alone for that. That's what he want.
Hey,
You want to
they
come
gonna
to the
pay
White
for it.
House? It's gonna be $1 billion.
Hey, hey, I can't blame him. Get what you can, boy.
And from now on, ain't no free visits. It'll cost you $200 to come see the White House. It's too
He
expensive for
gon'
y'all to come through here.
he's planning on doing like these churches are doing. They got an ATM and a cash machine in the church to take in their tithes. So he gon' he gonna install a couple of ATMs and cash machines at the front door of the White House. In the people's house, you got to pay to get in. Heck, the churches are doing it. Ted, you ain't gonna believe this, man. You ain't gonna believe this. No, I ain't gonna say it. I'm not gonna even tell everybody about it because they won't believe it. Ain't nobody gonna believe this.
Now you got my curiosity up.
Ain't nobody gonna believe this, Ted. They ain't gonna believe it. They ain't gonna believe it. About a mile, half mile away from my house, there's a piece of land. Well, it had trees on it. It had houses on it. It had about 8 or 9 houses on it. Nice houses, nice brick houses. 2 of them had just been rehab. 3 months ago, they tore them down, Ted.
Just tore them down.
Tore them down. Tore them down. Guess what they put in there? And it's about, maybe if I'm looking at it, it's about 150 acres. Guess what they put in there?
What?
A church.
What?
Yes, sir.
What's the denomination?
A church. I
Baptist?
don't know. It says the Church of Cobb Church, the Church of Cobb, and they got it all blacked off, and they got all kind of machinery out there, man. They done cleared the land out. They putting sewer lines and infrastructure and everything out there, but they put down there who got the property. It's a church, the Church of Cobb. They don't say what denomination it is, but that's what it says. And it said, and they got a Bible verse up there. I didn't even read the Bible verse up there on the square side. They tore 8 houses down, Ted, and each one of them houses had to be worth at least $500,000. They tore them down, brought a bulldozer in there and bulldozed them down.
They
Brought
didn't
a truck in there and loaded it up.
They didn't even try to move it
No,
and
they brought a bulldozer in there, Ted, and they did it in less than a day. Bulldozed all of them down. Took the electricity off of them, shut the utilities off, and bulldozed them babies down in one day. I bet you some of them houses were worth more than $500,000. They tore them down. To put a church. I don't know who. I don't know who's gonna go to it. All right. A lot 100 by 75 foot. A lot. We ain't talking about an acre. It's $350,000. Nothing on it. Not one thing is on it. They don't even have utilities on it. If you ain't got $350,000, you can't buy it.
That's just for the lot.
Lot. The lot. Nothing on it. Yeah, I can't believe this stuff, man. This is too much. And I'm sitting over here looking at this stuff. This is unbelievable.
These people got their reparations, bro.
They got it. They done got it, man. They got it. They living their life here, and we down there scuffling. And what, 20 miles away is the Atlanta ghetto. And they over there breaking into these folks' houses and stuff.
You
He
hear
come,
about they breaking in football players' houses.
they said, I talked to my maintenance man. He said they, they people go to work and they come back. He got a hole in the wall. The neighbor that robbed them. And they rob them and go down the street and sell their stuff to the neighbor on the next block. Oh, help us, Lord. Help us. God, we need some help. I'm through, Ted. I'm going to stop. But I had to say this because people ain't going to believe this stuff, man. It ain't somebody that told me, Ted. I done saw it. I'm looking at it. I drive by it every day.
Ed, what you saying, nobody have a clue what you're talking about.
They don't.
They don't understand the mechanism, the nuances, and the money flowing, and people are just taking stuff and just rearranging. We are in a oligarchy renaissance. That's what we're into. Now, how are the little people, and I'm gonna include myself, gonna make it?
Mhm. Like I'm saying,
Like I say,
we've been saying for a
if you
long
ain't got
time,
$100 million, bro, you broke.
you're in trouble.
You
You're in
broke.
trouble.
You can have I used to think that you'd be fine if you got 3, 4, 5, $6 million. That's chump change now.
That's chump change. Chump
It's chump
change.
change.
And most people and stuff here, I can sit there and talk to them. I can tell them. I said, chump change, man. You talking about what? I said, man, these folks, they pay $1,500 for lunch.
That's right.
For lunch. Put their card on the table. That's $1,500. Oh, ain't no problem. Get your tip. $100 tip, $200 tip for lunch. Most people don't even make $1,500 in 2 weeks. It's unreal, man. And
Well,
it's happening. And it's happening here in this country.
yeah, and here's the thing. You know the reason why these rich folks want to get rid of Obamacare?
He's getting rid of them. He told me kicking what about 10 or 15 million off as soon as he be getting office. He's
So,
stopping the subsidy. Biden had a subsidy for these people to pay for their health care coverage. And most of them stupid son of a gun don't even know they're being subsidized now once he gave it to them. He said, I'm taking the subsidy away. So what they're going to do? They can't buy health insurance anymore.
you don't qualify.
You don't qualify. Can't get it. And
Because
most of these people who are being subsidized within that lower middle class, the ones who are making $40,000, $50,000 a year.
That's right.
They don't realize what they done just cut out until this happening. Until it ends, they won't even realize it. When that man say, we stopping it, and they got to turn around and pay all this money, what? Huh? Hey, pal, wake up.
You better get out of debt. Because the debt collector, I've already read articles that the debt collector is coming and they're gonna arrest you.
Ted, they already got debtors prison in two of the states that I know of down here in the South. Mississippi and Alabama got debtors prison. You don't pay your debt, you can go to jail. You can go to jail. Mm. I don't know, man. I'm just flabbergasted, man. I'm just sitting around here and watching this stuff. It is unbelievable. And just like you said, most people don't even realize it. They can't even fathom that. You live in a neighborhood where, Ted, I haven't seen a police car in this neighborhood in 6 months. And when I saw one, he was driving through. Now you go down to the hood or in the outside area of Atlanta, they got police every day going where they all
Harassing people and all of that.
yes sir.
Stopping them for no reason.
For no reason at all. No reason at all. They're stopping. Ted, they have hospitals here in Georgia, and they got a sign on the emergency room. If you're pregnant, go to another hospital. We don't take women who pregnant in a hospital. And they ain't talking about no little small hospital. I'm talking about a major hospital. They got a sign. You can't come here. And people don't believe that. I tell them, I say, I saw the sign. I should have took a picture of the damn thing. But I didn't. I couldn't believe it. I was flabbergasted. If you're pregnant, you can't go to the hospital here in Georgia. Now I don't know about Texas and the other states because they got just their laws are just as strict as it here in Georgia. And our nominee for president tried to tell these folks what was happening. They brought this lady on whose daughter died. And I guarantee you, Ted, most of them didn't believe it. They didn't believe that that could happen in this state. They lying. What we gonna do, brother?
Well, the masses, the masses.
But you can't, Ted, because most of the people that you want to hear ain't hearing. Just like you said, I got $1,600. He gave me $1,600. And they happy. $1,600. And they happy. And we get in front of the TV screen. He gave me $1,600.
And they sitting there watching this report and they laughing at them.
And they laughing at him. These white folks laughing at him. You dumb son of a gun. you need to be you need to be thrown out and end up out there on the street. Or we need to build some more prisons and lock you up in it for being stupid. So what am I being locked up for? Stupidity.
You know, stupidity is an immoral thing because there's no reason. I'm going back to when we first began, when we're saying to that nature that people are not informed. And the thing is that there's no excuse. You got libraries, you got all kind of bookstores, you got Google where you can get all kind of references and find out information. I don't think these people realize you have to be a free thinker. You have to be constantly reading and looking and being aware and staying informed. Not only informed, but you got to get knowledge so that you'll know. I mean, have you ever read the 14th Amendment? Let me tell you something. I should pull it up here, man. Because if you read the 14th Amendment, this crap is ridiculous, bro. I mean, they can do anything they want to do. And that's what's going to happen. And I don't know, but I really believe this. Next month, the Pink Hats are going to march. What good is it going to do, Ed? So there are resistance. There are resistance. Will the resistance be strong enough?
I have to go back to a lady, and they interviewed her, and she said, I could have freed 1,000,000 more if only they knew that they were slaves. I could have freed 1,000,000 more only if they knew they were slaves. And today, we can say almost the exact same thing. We could have got 1,000,000 more votes if only they knew that they were being screwed. And you ask the question, well, the news is there. They can go on here, they can go on there. And most people are gonna say, well, they can't do it. And I was at to the point that's saying to myself, yeah, they probably can't do it because they at work and they can't do this. But somebody showed me something. A TikTok, what, 30-second gross women sit up there laughing and dancing and just shucking and jiving, and it went viral. So they got a way to find out, Ted. They just don't want to.
Yeah.
They don't want to find out. They found them women out there with flaunting themselves around on the screen and stuff, and made a video, a 40-second video, whatever it is, because it can't be no longer than that. And they on there shaking their butt, singing and everything, and it went viral.
Well,
If they want to find it, they can.
Let me read the 14th Amendment. But
Go
the
ahead.
13th, remember, was about abolishing slavery. But listen to this. No state shall make or enhance any law, no state now, which shall abridge the privilege or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its just jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. The 14th Amendment is going to be gone, bro. It's going to be gone. And the thing that got enslaved people out was the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment, which gives up, supposed to have given us all our rights. That's what you got to be, because right now they're already knocking out all the civil rights stuff. All that stuff gonna be gone.
It's gone already. It's gone already. It's gone already. And the people who are there to even enforce what little bit of law we got left, they running them out. But folks, I refuse to give up. I refuse to give up. Some kind of way, we're going to wake somebody up and do something. I don't know how it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. We're going to wake some people up. And we're going to get this stuff righted, the ship righted. In some kind of way, we're going to right that ship back up. Because I don't believe that what's getting ready to happen January the 20th is going to completely destroy the company. Now, there's going to be some destruction, but I don't think they're going to completely destroy it. Too many people, Ted, they got money that have invested into this country are not going to let that stuff happen. All them folks who gave that man that money, at some point in time, they're going to reach their foot down there and put it on his neck and say, stop, you can't do that. Because it's hurting my bottom line. I can't make no money. And if I can't make no money, you can't either.
I'm glad you got faith in
it's going to happen.
These billionaires and millionaires.
It's going to happen.
I ain't got no faith in them. Because you know what they can do? They can get on that luxury cruise and go all over the world. Don't give a shit.
Not going to happen. They got too much invested in here. Too much invested here, Ted. Too much invested here.
Yeah, they got homes all over the world, bro.
Too much invested here. Too much invested here. Too much. They're going to stop him. I guarantee you, they got enough power to stop him. And they going to stop him and say, oh, it's too late. Yep, you can't do that. Now, as long as he's messing over them poor folks, they don't care. But when they start messing with their money, it's all over. They're going to stop him. Can't go too far. They're going to give him enough rope to hang himself. Anyway, Ted, final word for the day.
Hey, I wish everybody a happy Thursday, and we'll see you Friday.
Happy Thursday.
No, we won't see you Friday. Okay. Maybe we might see you Friday.
Maybe Friday, yeah. But definitely Saturday. But I want to tell everybody, just like you said, have a Merry Christmas. And please, folks, them folks is out there now, they trying to get your money and trying to put you further in debt. And like Ted said, that debt will kill you. So what do you want to happen? Some gifts under the tree or you to be dead? Because debt is going to kill you. We got it. And going further in debt is not going to help.
Only if it's going to make you some money.
Right. And think of something that's going to be positive for it, because most of the children nowadays, they don't need all that stuff. You know, they need just a few things. Family, mother and father sitting down there at a meal. You can enjoy that. And if father can't be there, then mama can do it. Let's have a meal. But buy some food, have a good old meal. Merry Christmas. You got your tree up, Ted?
Nope.
I don't either.
My wife told me, what did she say? How did she put it? She said, if you have a mind to, anytime you get ready, go get that stuff out the closet.
If you have a mind to.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I said, okay. And then I corrected her. I said, well, you know, I might have a mind probably next Wednesday. She said, no, today. Do it today.
Oh, people.
So the tree is going up today.
Yeah, man, we can laugh and go be okay and stuff, because I want to cry right now, but I got to laugh. It's a shame.
Hey, the glass is always half full.
Half full. Yes, sir. I want to cry, but I got to laugh, because it ain't funny, but we looking at reality. But as the Bible said, it be dark at night, but then sun gonna rise in the morning.
Yep.
The only thing I can believe, Ted, is sun gonna rise in the morning.
Yep.
We got to keep going. We done made it through a whole lot of stuff, Ted.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, our people have made it through a whole lot of stuff. We, I, I told people that they traded our foreparents on the stock exchange. So if we can get off the stock exchange being traded as cattle, we can do anything. You folks have a good day. Thank you.